one game at a time. Win tonight, and the next round is in sight.
Just do what you did last time.
This is the NBA Finals, Game 2. The Lakers come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Boston Celtics. The NBA postseason, coming up next.
The NBA playoffs continue. Just 2 teams remain. They are battling their way toward this title. Game 2 of the finals. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sideline. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. The guards are Pritchard and White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And for Los Angeles, we've got Connect. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Williams. Then there's Mr. Incredible, and it's Reeves in at the 2 spot. We'll take a look at the Celtics. They've overcome a number of challenges just to get here. Now down 1-0. Greg, they face a huge hurdle.
And you know what? I think they learned a lot in Game 1. Playing against the best the league has to offer, they know they have to make some adjustments, keep everyone involved, and they have to hit the open shots they're given.
You were talking about the adjustments before. I agree. He takes it in. Shot's good by Mr. Incredible.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Outside, White. Here's Pritchard, covered by Boone. The 3-ball. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here is Mr. Incredible. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one. That's just a blown opportunity.
Mr. Porzingis hits the jumper in space.
A multi-level scorer. Porzingis can find a shot in any area on the floor.
Reeves in the corner. Here's Connect. Here is Mr. Incredible to the paint. Williams passes to Reeves. 4 on the clock. Here's the 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that team.
Pass to Pritchard. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And a miss there on the triple.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Good on the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's White. Now here's Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Vanderbilt. Tatum finds Brown. Shoots it up. Reeves with the rebound.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here is Mr. Incredible. He's covered by Brown. Shot's good by Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible's got his second bucket tonight. Now Brown. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. And Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Vanderbilt. White looking around from deep three-point land. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Lakers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Back to Reeves. Takes the three. Drills the three-pointer. Reeves has got 5 men.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Outside, White. Brown outside. Will it go? Boston again missing. Lakers leading by 4. Here's Connect. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Here's Pritchard. Brown outside. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Connect with it. Brown's there. Williams. Boston grabs the miss. They come off a really big loss on Sunday.
Guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, though. If you're going to shoot in the low 30s, you're going to end up losing a lot of games.
Watching the film, guys, they were poor offensively. I expect much better execution tonight.
Here's Finney-Smith following the basket by Derek White. Here's Mr. Incredible. It's hauled in by Brown. 1 second separating the shot clock and game. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Takes it inside and finished off by Brown.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And so the first quarter is in the books. Los Angeles on top, ending the first quarter on a 12-4 run. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Angeles will go for a different look here. Williams, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Lyle comes in for Vanderbilt. Connect, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Mr. Incredible in for Gabe Vincent. Here's Doncic. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. On the floor for Boston. White in at shooting guard. with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Pritchard in at the point.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against Boston put on a show. He scored 16 points, and he did most of that damage in 2 places, at the foul line and behind the arc. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. Kevin, they'll want to keep it going tonight.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
Here's Boone. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now here's Porzingis. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. 1:07 left to play here in the second quarter. And that one drops for him. Mr. Incredible's got 10 points in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Fires the 3. Drops in the tray. Tatum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Mr. Incredible can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 21. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brown, good.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Shoots a fader. And Boston with the rebound. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back right after this.
Hey, everybody. A large Game 1 deficit for the Boston Celtics.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pick and roll game was just phenomenal.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, their chance in this final series starting to slip away. Not how they wanted to start this game, Kenny. Your thoughts?
Well, you know, some panic creeping in, not going right, and they have a tough road in front of them.
Tough is an understatement. Their road has been hit by hail, mudslide, even an avalanche. It's all bad for them right now.
Man, can they find a way? Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Jared Vanderbilt out there with Williams. Then there's Mr. Incredible. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Connect in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Porzingis following the three by the Lakers. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
Here's Mr. Incredible. 10 points for him. Comes up empty down low. Tatum with it. Over Boone. And that one comes up a bit short. Reeves against White. Tries a three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Tatum on the wing. And White kicks to Brown. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
That's one for their first four to start the second half.
To the inside. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Well, he can play the four because he gets off the ground so well.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Pritchard. A three. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his third assist on the night.
Yeah, great read by Tatum now. Recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
Here's Reeves. He has 5. And Connect gets it to go.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Celtics. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Third is Jaylen Brown.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Here's Pritchard, running by Boone. Outside Holiday. Porzingis against Williams. Shot clock at 6. A rebound by the Lakers.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And it's Connect. That time on the assist by Reed.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Mr. Incredible. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Now here's Porzingis. 6 points for him. They need this. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is postseason play at its finest. Refusing.
Celtics making a change here. Tatum's checked in. Timeout called the Lakers. The Lakers with the ball. Mr. Incredible, the pass to Doncic. fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Vincent nailed from three-point land.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
On the court for the Celtics, we've got Holiday. Wiseman's out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in at the one. And it's denied. An even 3-on-3 break. Doncic passes to Vincent. From the arc. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Celtics passing it around. Here's Tatum, and he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him.
Well, you know, there's still some value in the mid-range jumper, especially when it's Jason Tatum taking the shot.
Here's Boone. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Brown outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A talented scorer and versatile defender. The athletic Brown is a vital piece for this team.
That free throw good from Brown. That one is no good. The Lakers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Let's go. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Second chance shot. Misses the layup. Boston's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And here is Tatum. Drains it from 17 feet out.
Oh, the control Tatum plays with is just mesmerizing.
LA's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. We've got 1:28 left in the game. Here's Boone. Nice touch on the bank shot. Mr. Incredible's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that'll effectively take care of Game 2 here in the NBA Finals. We'll be switching venues for the next one, but right now, an important win for the Lakers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the NBA Finals. Once they close this win out, they'll be sitting on a pretty good 2-0 series lead.
Yeah, and obviously that's the perfect position to be in. They don't need to do anything differently in the next couple of games if they just continue to play their brand of basketball and don't get distracted. They'll be lifting that trophy in a few days.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Here is Mr. Incredible, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Outside, White. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Boone. Pass to Tatum. They get it back. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3,
you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
That's a great win. Now, forget it. These fans make a lot of noise. Let's quiet down.
We've got the momentum. Let's keep it going.
Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Los Angeles Lakers come into Game 3 up 2-0. Will their relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory? The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Boston Celtics. This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
It's been an uneven start to these NBA Finals with the series at 2-0. Now, Game 3, and a chance for either team to dictate the path forward. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. And now, the Los Angeles starters. We've got Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Williams. Then it's Connect, and it's Mr. Incredible in at the point. And for the Celtics, Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. You look at the Lakers, without a doubt, they put themselves in the driver's seat.
Oh, they really did. I mean, they took care of business on their home court. Now, this will be the challenge. You take another on hostile ground, this final series is basically over.
Now here's White. Pass to Porzingis. There's the triple. And it's Connect with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Vanderbilt against Tatum. Here's Connect. Shoots over Brown. And it's Connect missing.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
White looking it over. Driving to the basket. Back to Pritchard. Porzingis sets a screen. Puts it up. Pritchard, no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
About a minute into this first quarter, and he comes up with a bucket. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. Outside White. Pass to Porzingis. Launches it. drops in the three.
I think you've got to run Porzingis off of his shots. I mean, you can't let him get comfortable because he'll knock him down.
Vanderbilt with it. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Here's Connect. Fires the three. Gets rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
White, good.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the tape. Played through the contact and scored.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Driving in. And Porzingis with the block. Outside Tatum. And a missed layup.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that layup.
And book it for Vanderbilt.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Brown. There's Tatum with the three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They've had a strong postseason showing and have only lost 2 of their games up to this point.
And you know, the effort level has certainly been there. But what's impressed me the most is the adaptability that they've shown facing different matchups and defensive schemes. They've showed great focus and determination in the pursuit of their goal to win a championship.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Celtics put on a show. He added 22 points, and his shot was on point, especially from downtown and the charity stripe. It was his effort and energy that made the difference in Game 2. The series is starting to heat up, guys.
Great work. Thanks for that. And there's always the chance of a carryover effect into tonight's game.
I wouldn't put it past him, but it's tough to have back-to-back performances like that.
No, you can't bet against a guy like that. He looks like he's in a groove, focused, on top of his game. No reason that he can't keep it going.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Outside, Brown. Pass to Pritchard. Outside, Porzingis. Off the mark there with a three. The Lakers have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Reeves. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Reeves throws that one down. Held nothing back.
Boston's gone 2 of 5 from deep. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. What? Los Angeles making a change here. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. We've got Jason Tatum. He's out there with James Wiseman. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Tatum. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Mr. Incredible. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Porzingis has checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Bradley. The Lakers also with a sub. Lyles has checked in. Celtics lead by 10. Pass to Wiseman. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Back to Pritchard. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
All right, let's get an update on Drew Holiday. What do you have, Allie?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information. He confirmed that it's shin splints, and it's causing a great deal of discomfort right now. And with so much at stake, it really is a worst-case scenario to suffer an injury here in the finals. Send it back your way.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along. Hey, Jason Tatum takes flight.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Out of bounds, it'll be Celtics ball. And Boston with some changes. Brown, he's checked in for Hauser. And it's White in for Wiseman. Boston leading by 14. Pass to Pritchard, and here's Brown. And it's good. 2 points. Brown's got 5 now.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Misses the layup.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
The Celtics have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Here's Tatum. Williams grabs the board. Lakers trail by 16. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Fades back. And the shot is good. Dropped it in off the front of the rim. Mr. Incredible's got 5 points now this quarter. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Tatum finds White. Here's Brown. Oh, and a dunk by Brown!
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
Mr. Incredible. Porzingis grabs the board.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
Tatum drives in. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Gets the 3 to fall.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Back to White. Porzingis sets a screen. There's Tatum with the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mr. Incredible. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
17 seconds left in the second. Tatum looking it over. 6 to shoot. With the teardrop. Here's Brown. Offline from the high post. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Celtics out in front, up by 12. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Boston Celtics.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Hey, if you can get the ball in close, why settle? Invite the defense to stop it.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Lakers. Winning the first 2 games of the finals, one more win tonight, and they'd practically taste the championship.
Going up 3 games to none, they'd be able to smell it, taste it, hear it, see it, and smell it.
Big fella, you said smell it twice, so the sense you're missing was touch.
Careful, Kenny. He might have to touch you up. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
You know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, they've got Connect. Williams is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Mr. Incredible in at the 1. White, the pass to Tatum, over to the left wing. Pass to Brown. Here's Pritchard. There's Tatum with the 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Basket's good. Connect's got his first basket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Pass to Brown. Over Connect. Brown can't hit. Lakers trail by 8. Outside Reeves. Here's Mr. Incredible. He shoots. Porzingis grabs the board. Outside White. Inside. White gets it to go.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Mr. Incredible passes to Reeves. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta. Reeves has got 5 now.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Outside White. Pass to Brown. Fires from deep. That shot missing.
Just 1 for 4 from the field. Not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Boston leading by 5. Outside Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Outside, Brown. Shot clock at 6. The shake. Right side, Tatum. White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Well, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Here's Mr. Incredible. 17 points in the game. Pass to Vanderbilt. Outside Reeves. Williams with the screen. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Tatum. 15 points in the game. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Mr. Incredible, good. Mr. Incredible's got 4 points this quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Inside, here's Porzingis. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Now the Lakers moving it up. And here's Connect outside. He buries it from 3. Now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
You know, overall, their shot selection much better here in the second half. We'll see if that's the case for the rest of the game, if they can keep that up.
Offensive rebound. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. So Boston going. changes for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for Walsh, and Pritchard is subbed in for Brown. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Wiseman inside. He's covered by Vincent. Pass to Holiday. Here's Wiseman. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. And there's a 3-second violation. Hayes is checked in for Los Angeles. Connect comes in for Vincent. Lakers trail by 10. Drew Holiday out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Wiseman. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Tatum can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Mr. Incredible. Doncic outside. Throws it up high. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And Boston with some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Wiseman. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. And Derek White subbed in for Drew Holiday. They kick it out to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Lakers ball. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Connect. From the arc. Pure from three-point range. Now just a 5-point Boston lead.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Pritchard. Kick out to Brown. Clock at 2. Over Connect. Again, the miss by Boston. Lakers trail by 5. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Mr. Incredible. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Brown. 1:33 left in the game. Left side Tatum. Back to Brown. To snap to Cold Street. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. White with a steal. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to Pritchard. Brown scanning the floor. And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. So he comes up empty, missing both. Here's Mr. Incredible. He tries for 3, and he buries it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Vanderbilt against Tatum. 27 seconds left to play in the fourth.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Pass to Williams. Here's Mr. Incredible. And it's in. And that one brings them within 1.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management, crucial at this time of the game.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
What composure at the line, forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the T.O. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth with the step back. And here's Brown for 3. Oh, it's good! Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness. That's how you beat the clock.
So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics.
Don't worry, MP. One loss doesn't change anything.
Tough loss, but we could still win. It ain't always going to be that easy, MP. Second shifts is always harder than the first.
Tonight is real.
It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Los Angeles Lakers have set the tone of the series up 2-1. Can they maintain their composure and take a commanding 3-1 lead? Now, the test awaits as they face off against the Celtics. Which heroes will rise? The NBA playoffs start now.
And here we go with Game 4 of the NBA Finals. We will see a Game 5, but will we see Game 6? That's the question. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And the importance of depth is in clear detail right now. Both teams missing contributors. Who can gut it out with playoff survival at stake?
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. We've got Williams. Connect out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Mr. Incredible, and it's Reeves in a shooting guard. And for the Celtics, the guards are Pritchard and White. Porzingis is out there with Weissman. And it's Brown in at the 3. You look at the Lakers. Well, if they lose tonight, the series is even going home. But if they win, they can close out at home.
In all season, they put themselves in a position to succeed, whether it's adjustments to the rotations or adjustments schematically. They've been adaptable to anything thrown at them, and we've seen that thus far here in these finals.
From deep, Williams drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Brown outside. Pass to Pritchard. And here's White. Lock at 6. Brown outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here is Mr. Incredible. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. White against Reeves. Four on the shot clock. And Boston with the rebound. They'd like to continue the success they had on Friday night here.
And you know what? Sometimes it's hard to say whether or not defensively you were on your game, but bottom line is their opponent didn't shoot it well, and you got to take some of the credit from a defensive standpoint.
They should take credit. They were out there impacting shots, preventing easy looks. They made things tough on them.
Here is Williams. Following the basket by Derek White. The high post shot. Shot's good by Mr. Incredible. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's a three-point game. Pass to Brown. Fires the 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And it's Connect in the corner. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Connect. Here's Mr. Incredible. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 11, and again it's the Lakers. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Brown the pass to Wiseman. Into the lane, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the sheer size of Wiseman is hard to deal with inside, forcing the defense to compromise with the foul.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Pritchard. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Finney Smith's checked in. Lakers leading by 4. Right side, Williams. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Reeves, that's a 2-pointer. Wiseman with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
On to White. Brown outside. Wiseman sets a screen for Brown. Top of the key jumper, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Mr. Incredible, the pass to Finney Smith. Reeves outside. Williams, a screen on White. Reeves gets the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 6. Williams with the block. Reeves against Brown. Pass to Connect. Now Finney Smith. Here's Boone. They get it back. Williams. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's Connect. No scoring in this one. Shot on the wing, and he drops that one in.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Outside, Porzingis looks for Holiday, gets it to him, and that one, good.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Here's Boone. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Yep, it counts.
And listen, we know Wiseman has a nice outside game, but inside there aren't too many guys who can match up with him physically.
A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Here's Brown. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly. Changing it up here.
Be up on them.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Crafty move. And rebounded by Connect.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And there's Porzingis, and it's Hauser in at the power forward. That's the Boston Five. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Celtics looked like he was on a mission. He had 27 points, and he was in a rhythm from both three-point land and the foul line. And he was pretty much big everywhere, doing a little bit of everything. He had a strong all-around game. Is a repeat performance in the cards? We'll see. Guys.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Here's Hauser. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Hauser's got 5 points now this quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for the Celtics. The Lakers also making some changes. Vanderbilt's checked in for Trey Lyles. And it's Austin Reeves in for Luka Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And one other thing that stands out, all the block shots. I mean, staying up in their jerseys tonight.
Boone lays it up off the glass. Mr. Incredible's got 15.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Brown the pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Jacks up a three. Good on the three-point shot. Hauser's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Celtics.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Reeves outside. Fires from deep. Connect. No good. Celtics trail by 14. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Porzingis. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Pritchard over Williams. Reeves with the rebound. Now Connect from 11 feet away. Again, Los Angeles.
Something Reeves has only improved at, making quality passes.
Here's Brown. And so it's Los Angeles with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this.
Hello and welcome. And here in Game 4, you couldn't have drawn up a better first half for the Los Angeles Lakers.
It's not just about taking a shot. It's about taking the right shot. They've made a lot of good decisions out there.
Sometimes you just have a great night. Here in the studio, that's, I guess, every night, huh, Shaq?
I would agree, my brother.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Lakers. They've been at their best when it's mattered most, and here they are in the finals, leading the series and looking very confident.
You wonder what this team was made of? They showed up in the first half, showed everybody, left it all on the court.
Yeah, they've been clinical in how they've gone with this approach. Relentless, determined. They keep this up. Can they? I'm not even sure. But they got a chip on their shoulder, no question.
You can't downplay the passion they've shown on the floor. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And Mr. Incredible has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Lakers leading by 16. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Williams is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Austin Reed. Then it's Connect. And it's Boone at the point guard position.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Lakers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. That's good from Boone. Both free throws good from Boone. The Celtics shooting 40% from the field. Top of the key, Wiseman. Pass to White. Over in the corner, Brown. White setting the pick for Brown. And the shot is good.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Boom. And Wiseman sends it back.
And on a per-minute basis, Wiseman already gets a lot of blocks, and his defensive awareness will only improve with time. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
White with it. He's got 5. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Porzingis sets the pick for White. Misses the 3. Lakers leading by 18. Pass to Reeves. And it's White with the rebound.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
Here is Mr. Incredible, 17 points in the game. Reeves outside. Here's Boone, driving to the basket.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, nice job by Wiseman to get some contact while in the act. Heady play.
The Celtics shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Wiseman. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Boone. And Boston with the rebound. Brown feeling out a bit. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Lakers leading by 16. Here's Connect. 6 points for him. Reeves with the screen on Brown. Pass to Mr. Incredible. 6 on the shot clock. Bucket is good. Mr. Incredible's got 21.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Outside, Porzingis. Outside, White. Shoots it. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Pass to Connect. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Connects. Got 5 points now this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Drew Holiday, he's checked in. Los Angeles with some changes. Vincent's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Mr. Incredible in for Austin Reeves. Now Vincent pass to Mr. Incredible. The quick look, no good that time. They got Porzingis, and it's Queta in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the Boston 5. Count it, good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
Los Angeles leading by 15. Mr. Incredible to pass to Doncic. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. He was all alone on that one.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's Pritchard. Outside Holiday. Pass to Pritchard. 6 to shoot. And the layup falls.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Los Angeles has gone 7-15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Here's Boone. And another three for the Lakers.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Celtics trail by 19. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Wiles against Porzingis. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lakers leading by 19. Out to the right wing. Vincent, the pass to Doncic. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Williams, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Vanderbilt comes in for Trey Lyles. Connect, he's checked in for Gabe Vincent. And it's Austin Reeves in for Doncic. Now here's White. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pritchard passes to White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's Boone. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Now here's Porzingis. Williams with the block. Reeves with it. Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Reeves. Inside. Here's Connect. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And an important part of every team's game, we'll look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And so it's the Lakers with it after the missed 3 from Derek White.
And hold on to your hats, folks. This has been a whirlwind championship finals thus far. Obviously an important, hard-fought victory tonight for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Mr. Incredible.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
The Lakers making a switch here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Williams. Jackson Hayes comes in for Vanderbilt. Gabe Vincent, he's checked in for Connect. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reeves.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Here's Brown after the made shot from Boone. Left side, Brown. And he lays it straight in.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Here is Mr. Incredible. Fires it up. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You can see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
Game 4 of the NBA Finals is all wrapped up. So for our reporter David Aldridge and our analysts Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. See you later.
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.
Solid effort tonight on both ends. They're going to be gunning for UMP. They all want the crown.
The other team's already worried about stopping UMP.
Game 5 of the NBA Finals. The Lakers have been patient, they have endured, and they have prevailed. With a 3-1 series lead, their sights locked on one goal, one epic culmination of an entire NBA season. The Larry O'Brien Trophy could be theirs with just one more win against the Boston Celtics. The NBA postseason, coming up next.
Welcome to the NBA Finals. One question on everyone's mind. Will this be the night an NBA champion is crowned? Game 5. It's right here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. The perimeter pairing is White and Brown. Kristaps Porzingis out there with James Wiseman. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard. And for Los Angeles, Connect is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Williams. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Mr. Incredible in at the 1. You take a look at the Celtics. They've been outmatched so far in this series, and certainly at this point, the odds are stacked against them.
But there are 28 other teams who'd love to still be playing at this point. So enjoy the moment, play your hardest, and let the chips fall where they may.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Outside, Williams. From deep, Reeves knocks it down from distance.
I tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Now here's Brown. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Vanderbilt. On the wing, Reeves. Puts it up from 12. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Reeves has got 5 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's White. Pass to Wiseman. Knocked loose. Clock at 6. From downtown. And there's White. That's good on the assist from Wiseman.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Left side, Williams. Here's Connect. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by White. And here's Brown for three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And what a run they've had in these playoffs. Only 3 losses getting to this point.
Well, we're deep into the playoffs. Only dropping 3 games is pretty incredible. They've played fantastic team basketball.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked him, what makes Kristaps Porzingis such a great player? He said, look at him. He's over 7 feet. He's just a huge guy. Kristaps has serious skill on offense, and defensively, that size can really be a factor. He's a two-way problem. It'll be interesting to see how they play him tonight.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Mr. Incredible, no good. The Celtics have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. White looking it over. Pass to Pritchard. Now here's Porzingis. Outside White. Over Reeves. That one off the back iron and out. The Lakers lead by 3. Here's Mr. Incredible. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Money on the 19-footer. Boston has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside Porzingis. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Here's Connect. And there's another one for the Lakers.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Celtics trail by 7. Pass to Pritchard. And here's White. Outside Porzingis. Boston again missing. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Here's Mr. Incredible. The kick out to Williams. Outside Reeves. Williams with the screen. And it's Austin Reeves with the 3. Reeves has got 8 points.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Both teams deciding to change it up. Some of the most impressive shooters in the game. Here are the guys who have been hitting with consistency from outside the arc. Austin Reeves on top. Dalton Connect third.
These guys have delivered from beyond the arc in a big way here in the postseason, stepping up and embracing the spotlight.
will make substitutions. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Holiday with the ball. Now Doncic defending. Brown. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Now, Jaylen Brown gets his feet set in the catch and shoot and just drills it.
On the floor for Boston. They've got Jaylen Brown. He's out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Hauser in a power forward. Power down as the whistle blows. 3-point play opportunity.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving, no doubt whatsoever.
And the free throw, no good. Celtics trail by 13. Outside, Brown. Oh, Brown just throws it down.
Well, at 6'7", this is a forward Jaylen Brown who handles it well, cuts his way right through the defense.
The Lakers lead by 11. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Celtics just played phenomenal. He finished with 30 points, and they just couldn't stop him. Every time he let it go, you expected it to go in. He and his team are really clicking right now, and you'd love to see that momentum carry them through the rest of the year. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Brown can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Finney Smith passes to Mr. Incredible. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
Excellent read by Finney Smith. Boy, has he improved his passing ability.
Celtics trail by 15. Pass to Hauser. Now here's Holiday, guarded by Doncic. Here's Brown. Takes a three. Again, Brown missing. Doncic against Holiday. Mr. Incredible, no good. The Celtics have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Here's Brown. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
With the drive.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Williams is checked in for Cornette. Vanderbilt comes in for Hayes. Connects checked in for Finney Smith. And Reeves is subbed in for Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Brown. Outside Porzingis. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Connect. He's got 5. Wing shot on the way. Yes, it's good. Connect's got 7.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now here's White. He takes it in. Ooh, Williams with the block. And it's the Lakers on the break. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Here's Pritchard. No points yet. Will it go? And he lays it in.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
The Lakers lead by 19. Here's Mr. Incredible. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a three-point opportunity.
Los Angeles shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Boston making a switch here. Good on the second one.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Reeves against White. Pass to Porzingis. 1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 18. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the Boston Celtics.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. Rawr. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, their chance in this final series starting to slip away. Not how they wanted to start this game, Kenny. Your thoughts?
Well, you know, some panic creeping in, not going right, and they have a tough road in front of them.
Tough is an understatement. Their road has been hit by hail, mudslide, even an avalanche. It's all bad for them right now.
Man, can they find a way? Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. And Boston has possession. It's an 18-point game. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Connect. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Williams. And it's Mr. Incredible in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. He's all alone. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Outside Porzingis. Back to Brown. Tries to break his ice. And the jam by Brown.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Mr. Incredible. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's White. The three is up. And Brown, the bucket on the assist by White. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
You can see the work Jaylen Brown has put in to become a range shooter. Nice.
On the wing, Reeves. Williams with the screen. The 11-footer. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside White. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Kick out to Brown. Clock at 4. Pulls up, high post. No good there. The Lakers lead by 17. And book it for Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's got 7 points.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Here's Pritchard. And the Celtics another 3.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now here's White. Back to Brown. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Connect, defended by Brown. Out to the right wing. Here's Mr. Incredible. Buries it from 3. Mr. Incredible's got 20 points.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Brown with some nice D.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Pass to Pritchard. White on the wing. Boston again missing.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Williams on the wing. Here's Connect, defended by Brown. And it's Connect missing. Celtics trail by 21. Now here's White. 1:07 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Outside, Brown. Knocks down the triple. Brown's got 8 here in this quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Floats one up. Here's Mr. Incredible. Give him 20. Basket counts. Mr. Incredible's got 9 points here in the second half. Boston's gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. 34 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Pritchard. And the bucket is good. Pritchard's got 7 points.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Mr. Incredible passes to Vanderbilt. Here's Connect. Reeves with a screen on Brown. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession. Both teams changing it up here. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Pass to Pritchard. Outside White. Back to Pritchard. And he slams it in one-handed.
You like how Derek White scans the floor, always aware of where the opportunities are. Nicely done.
On the floor for Boston. Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2. Jaylen Brown is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Wiseman in at the center position. And that one good. Mr. Incredible's got 24 points.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Outside White. Back to Pritchard. Right side Brown. And it's Connect with a rebound. Los Angeles leading by 17. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Drops in the layup for 2. Mr. Incredible's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Williams. To the paint. Here's Mr. Incredible. Shot clock at 5. from deep. Reeves. Another shot. And it's Williams with the bucket inside. Williams has gotten his first points in this one.
That's going to do it for this game. These teams, the entire season, what an unbelievable journey. It'll be a hoisting of the Larry O'Brien for the Lakers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And the goal they've been working toward all season is almost here. A chance to lift the trophy thanks to a fantastic Game 5 performance.
What a great way to cap it off. Taking care of business and making sure there wasn't going to be any miracle comeback. This is a team that knows how to close.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Mr. Incredible.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Here's Pritchard. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. And there it is for him. "27 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Mr. Incredible passes to Vanderbilt. Here's Connect for three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Brown scanning the floor. And there it is! The Los Angeles Lakers have won it all! What an incredible ride! Culminating in a championship. What a team! This will go down as one of the great sports moments in the history of this city. And listen to this crowd. Players talk about having to tune out the noise and focus on the task at hand. This is the noise they've been waiting to hear all year long.
Absolutely incredible. Look at the guys celebrating, understanding the work, the sacrifice, the discipline that goes into winning a championship in this building.
Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Number one. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll get them in a separate panel. It's
rat race.
Okay,
well,
we can trade off. Yeah, of course.
MP, can I get a word?
Bettina?
A year ago, you said one ring was nice, but it wouldn't mean as much without two. Mm-hmm. You now have the second, so what does it mean to you?
Two is a different animal. You know, you win one, your job is done. Everyone's goal is to win one, but to win two, back-to-back, I mean, that's next level. That's it shows that you're a complete winner.
What do you mean by complete?
Well, after you win your first title, you're the aggressor, like on offense. You're dictating things. But defending the title, it's literally defense. Everyone's coming for you every night. They're bringing their A game every night. And defense, it's reacting. And reacting is a lot more exhausting than dictating. So to win it this way, we're not just two-time champs, we're two-way champs. Thank you, Bettina.
Right here.
Jonathan.
Will you right here, right now, guarantee a three-peat? Something your hero Michael Jordan accomplished twice.
Or are you afraid of the attention that might bring?
Well, it sounds like you're a whole lot of fun at parties, Jonathan. Well, the only thing that I'm going to guarantee is that we're going to enjoy this one before we even start thinking about next season. And I feel like we've earned that right. You know, we've proved that we don't coast after a chip. Our hunger didn't go anywhere. It only got bigger, and 2 bites out of the apple is a lot better than 1. Am I right, John? Thank you very much, Jonathan.
MP right here, MP question.
Not that big.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
They talk the talk, but you walk the walk.
Yo, MP, congrats on going back-to-back. First 2 playoffs, too? Man, that's legendary.
MP, congrats on winning that second title, man. Now what can they say? Last time wasn't no fluke, huh?
Man, respect to MP on winning his finals MVP. Lucky I was out there guarding you. Man, respect to MP on winning his finals MVP. Lucky I was out there guarding you.